For decades, we were told to trust the experts. We believed the glossy magazine covers, the television commercials, the miracle creams promising eternal youth. They told us the secret to ageless beauty was hidden in luxurious serums, intricate routines, and high-priced solutions. Millions followed. Billions were spent, and yet something wasn't right. Women and men, once hopeful, watched their reflections change, not with the promised radiance, but with deepening lines, parched skin, and an unsettling realization. The products weren't helping. If anything, they were making it worse. But how? How could the very routines designed to preserve youth betray the people who relied on them most? Was it just bad luck, genetics, or was there something far more deceptive at play? The answer is uncomfortable. Unseen by the everyday consumer, hidden beneath layers of marketing, the biggest skincare myths have misled generations, causing premature aging instead of preventing it. Let's uncover the truth. The silent mistakes, the well-intended habits that backfire, and the dangerous myths that have been accepted as fact for far too long. By the time this video ends, you will know exactly what has been working against you and how to undo the damage before it's too late. This is the reality of modern skincare, where looking younger isn't just about what you use, but about what you've been misled into believing. The mirror tells a story of time, of laughter, of wisdom gathered over the years. Yet, for so many, it also tells a different story. One of frustration, of endless creams, serums, and so-called miracle solutions that never quite deliver. The fine lines deepen, the skin grows thinner, drier, and the promises once hopeful begin to sound empty. Every day, millions search for answers. They follow skincare routines that claim to reverse aging. They buy into beauty myths passed down from generations before them. But what if those routines, the very things meant to preserve youth, are the reason so many are aging faster than they should? It's not just about wrinkles or sagging skin. It's about the lies we've been told, the carefully crafted narratives designed to sell, not to heal. The billion-dollar industry that thrives on one simple truth: the more confused you are, the more money they make. And yet the biggest problem isn't just the products, it's the advice itself. Advice that was never meant for aging skin in the first place. Think about it. The beauty industry markets to the young, the influencers, the models, the so-called experts. They cater to skin that is resilient, plump, and full of collagen. But what about those in their 50s, 60s, 70s? What happens when skin is no longer producing oils like it used to? When cell turnover slows, when years of exposure begin to show? The answer? You're told to do the same things as everyone else. Use the same harsh exfoliants. Layer on the same drying ingredients. Follow the kit. Same things as everyone else. Use the same harsh exfoliants. Layer on the same drying ingredients. Follow the same trends, as if mature skin functions the same way as it did decades ago. And so, unknowingly, millions follow the wrong path, trusting the wrong advice while their skin quietly pays the price. But the damage isn't irreversible. If you know what to look for, you can stop it before it's too late. Because the first myth, it's the most convincing of them all, and it's draining both your wallet and your skin's health. Now let's reveal the 10 myths that actually make you age faster. Myth number 1. Expensive skincare is always better. For years, the beauty industry has whispered a simple message, one that millions have come to accept as truth. If it's expensive, it must be better. The price tag, the luxurious packaging, the high-profile endorsements, all signs that you're investing in something superior, something backed by science, something designed to give you the skin you've always wanted. But what if I told you that you're not paying for better skincare? You're paying for an illusion. In reality, many high-end skincare products contain the exact same ingredients as their drugstore counterparts, sometimes in even lower concentrations. The silky texture, the delicate fragrance, the celebrity behind the brand, these are marketing tools, not scientific breakthroughs. Take a closer look at the labels and you'll start to notice something. Whether it's a $10 moisturizer from the pharmacy or a $300 cream from a luxury brand, the core ingredients are often the same: hyaluronic acid, peptides, ceramides, niacinamide. The essentials that actually improve skin health don't come with a luxury price tag, they come with research. Skin doesn't recognize prestige. It doesn't know whether your moisturizer came from a high-end department store or a simple pharmacy shelf. What it does recognize is formulation. Take retinol, for example. A dermatologist's gold standard for anti-aging. Found in both affordable and luxury skincare, its effectiveness depends not on price, but on concentration, stability, and proper usage. The same goes for ceramides, the very building blocks of your skin's moisture barrier. Peptides, which help rebuild collagen, and antioxidants, which fight free radicals. These ingredients do the work. The price tag does not. Here's a real-life example. A woman called Margaret, a 67-year-old retired teacher. For years, she believed that high-end brands were her only defense against aging. She spent hundreds, sometimes thousands, on luxurious creams, believing they were the key to smoother, younger-looking skin. But despite her dedication, her skin grew drier. Irritation flared up, and with every passing year, she felt betrayed by the very products that had promised results. That was until she saw a dermatologist, who made one simple recommendation: strip back the routine. She swapped out her overpriced serums for a basic, science-backed regimen: a gentle drugstore cleanser, a moisturizer rich in ceramides, and a dermatologist-approved retinol. The result? Her skin improved within months. Less irritation, more hydration, and, perhaps most shocking of all, she was spending a fraction of what she once did. Margaret's story is not unique. Every year, countless men and women learn the hard way that price does not equal performance. And yet, the myth persists. Why? Because the truth isn't profitable. If everyone knew that effective skincare doesn't have to be expensive, billion-dollar brands would collapse overnight. So before you reach for that next luxury product, ask yourself, are you paying for skincare or for an illusion? Because while the industry thrives on confusion, one truth remains: it's not about what you buy. It's about what's inside. Myth number 2, drinking water alone keeps your skin hydrated. We've all heard it, the simplest advice, the easiest fix: just drink more water and your skin will stay hydrated. For decades, this statement has been repeated by beauty experts, health coaches, and skincare gurus alike. It sounds logical. It sounds scientific. After all, our bodies are mostly water, so surely drinking more of it must be the key to glowing, youthful skin, right? But reality tells a different story. Despite drinking glass after glass, many people, especially seniors, still struggle with dryness, flakiness, and tight, uncomfortable skin. If water alone was the answer, why do so many people continue to suffer from dehydration lines, dull complexions, and an ever-increasing need for moisturizers? The truth is, hydration doesn't work that way, and believing it does, that's a mistake that could be costing your skin its natural resilience. Here is why water alone isn't enough. Yes, drinking water is important. Yes, it plays a role in overall health. But here's what they never tell you: the water you drink does not directly reach your skin. Once consumed, water is distributed throughout your body, prioritizing vital organs like the heart, brain, and kidneys. By the time it reaches your skin, only a tiny fraction of that water remains, barely enough to compensate for the natural moisture loss that happens as we age. But that's not the real issue. The real reason skin loses hydration isn't lack of water, it's lack of oil. You see, youthful skin naturally produces oils that trap moisture, keeping it plump and hydrated. But as we age, that oil production slows down. The protective barrier weakens, and instead of holding on to water, the skin starts losing it, a process known as transepidermal water loss, TEL. This is why older skin feels drier no matter how much water you drink, because the problem isn't intake, it's retention. And if your skin isn't holding on to moisture, all the water in the world won't make a difference. So, if drinking water alone isn't enough, what do most people do? They turn to hot showers, harsh cleansers, and overwashing, believing that soaking their skin will replenish hydration. But in reality, these habits strip away the last remaining oils, speeding up water loss even further. Many seniors unknowingly make this worse by using products that claim to hydrate, but actually contain alcohol, fragrances, and sulfates, ingredients that do the exact opposite of what they promise. If you want truly hydrated skin, you need to work with your skin's biology, not against it. That means focusing on ingredients that don't just add moisture, but actually lock it in. Use humectants. Instead of relying on water alone, use humectants. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and aloe vera, which draw water into the skin and keep it there. Avoid hot showers and harsh soaps. Hot water strips the skin's natural oils, worsening dehydration. Instead, use lukewarm water and a gentle hydrating cleanser. Apply moisturizer while skin is damp. The best way to trap moisture is to apply a ceramide-rich moisturizer immediately, after washing, while your skin is still damp. This helps seal in hydration before it evaporates. Don't skip natural oils. In younger years, your skin produced its own oils. Now it needs a little help. Lightweight oils like squalane, jojoba, or rosehip mimic the skin's natural sebum, keeping it soft and hydrated without clogging pores. So the next time someone tells you that drinking water alone will give you glowing skin, you'll know the truth. Because hydration isn't just about water, it's about what keeps it there. And the next myth? It's one of the most dangerous of all. The one mistake that's causing wrinkles before they even appear. Myth number 3. You don't need sunscreen indoors or on cloudy days. For years, sunscreen has been marketed as a summer essential, a defense against beachside burns, a necessity only for those who spend hours under the blazing sun. And so, millions have made a silent assumption, one that has cost them years of premature aging. If I'm indoors, I don't need sunscreen. It seems logical. After all, if you're not feeling the sun's heat on your skin, if you're sitting comfortably in the shade of your home or office, what harm could possibly be done? But the truth is far more unsettling. Let me tell you how the sun ages you without you knowing. Step into the light of a sunny day and you'll feel it instantly. The warmth of UVB rays, the kind that cause sunburn. But what you don't feel, what you don't see, is far more dangerous. UVA rays. These rays are different. They are longer, stealthier. They don't burn the skin immediately, but they penetrate deeper, silently breaking down collagen, accelerating fine lines, causing sagging and dark spots over time. And here's the part no one talks about. UVA rays don't stop at windows. Unlike UVB, which is blocked by glass, UVA rays pass through effortlessly. That means whether you're sitting by a window, driving in your car, or simply standing in a well-lit room, these rays are reaching your skin, causing invisible damage that builds up year after year. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone with more wrinkles on one side of their face, the side they always have facing the window? The side that's exposed while they drive? It's not a coincidence, it's evidence. So what happens when you go years, even decades, without daily sun protection? The signs are everywhere. Uneven pigmentation, loss of elasticity, deep lines etched into the skin far earlier than they should be. In fact, studies show that 90% of visible skin aging is caused by sun exposure, not genetics, not time, but the silent assault of UVA rays. And without daily sunscreen, that damage never stops. Even on cloudy days, up to 80% of UV rays penetrate through the clouds. Even when you're inside, UVA is breaking down your skin's support system, day after day. So the real question isn't, should I wear sunscreen indoors? The real question is, how much damage has already been done? The answer isn't complicated, it isn't expensive, and yet most people still ignore it. The simplest, most effective way to slow aging, to protect your skin from unnecessary damage, is this: wear sunscreen, every single day. Use broad-spectrum SPF 30 or higher. SPF protects against sunburn, but only if it's broad-spectrum does it shield against both UVA and UVB damage. Anything less, it's not enough. Reapply every 2 hours if near windows. Sunscreen isn't a one-time shield. If you're near a window for extended periods, reapplication is key. Don't forget the forgotten areas: your hands, your neck, your chest, the places that show aging first, but are almost always left unprotected. Make it a habit, not a seasonal choice. Sunscreen isn't just for the beach, it's for every day, every season, because the damage doesn't wait for summer. Because the harsh truth is this: if you aren't wearing sunscreen daily, you are aging faster than you need to. And every single day without protection is a day you can never take back. And if you think the right skincare routine can reverse that damage, you might want to rethink everything. Because our next myth? It's one of the most destructive skincare mistakes of all. Myth number 4. Strong cleansers deep clean your skin. There's something deeply satisfying about that squeaky clean feeling after washing your face. That tight, almost glass-like sensation. The kind that makes you think, Yes, now my skin is truly clean. It's a belief ingrained in us for decades, a ritual passed down through generations. We've been told that if your skin doesn't feel tight, it's not clean enough. But what if I told you that sensation you've been chasing? It's not a sign of cleanliness, it's a warning. Because every time your skin feels tight after cleansing, it's not clean. It's been stripped of the very oils that protect it, stripped of the moisture that keeps it smooth and resilient, and worst of all, stripped of its ability to defend itself against aging. The outermost layer of your skin isn't just a surface, it's a barrier, a finely balanced defense system designed to lock in moisture, repel irritants, and prevent premature aging. And this barrier? It depends on a delicate ecosystem of natural oils and lipids. When you use a cleanser that's too harsh, one loaded with sulfates, alcohols, and stripping agents, you're not just removing dirt, you're removing your skin's first line of defense. The result? Your skin becomes vulnerable. Dryness intensifies, fine lines appear faster, redness and irritation become an everyday battle. And ironically, for those with oily skin, your skin fights back by producing even more oil, leading to breakouts and inflammation. And yet, for years, we've been told this is normal, that tight skin equals clean skin, that foam, lather, and astringents are the key to a fresh complexion. But the truth is far less comforting. Picture this, a leather jacket, smooth, strong, and supple. Now imagine scrubbing it with harsh soap and hot water every day. Over time, it dries out. The surface cracks, the texture becomes brittle, fragile, aged beyond its years. Now replace that jacket with your skin, because every time you use a cleanser that's too strong, this is exactly what's happening. And if you think applying more moisturizer will fix it, think again. Because once your skin's natural barrier is compromised, no cream in the world can undo the damage overnight. If you truly want clean, youthful skin, the answer isn't more foam, more lather, more stripping agents. The answer is balance. The answer is gentleness. Use a pH-balanced cleanser. Your skin has a natural pH of around 5.5, slightly acidic, to maintain its protective barrier. The moment you use a high alkaline cleanser, that balance is thrown off, leading to dryness, inflammation, and premature aging. Instead, opt for a cleanser that is pH-balanced and sulfate-free. Skip the harsh soaps. Astringents, alcohol-based toners, antibacterial soaps, and anything labeled oil-free often contain stripping agents that do more harm than good. Instead, use a gentle, hydrating cleanser with ceramides or glycerin. Listen to your skin. If your face feels tight after washing, it's not clean, it's damaged. Your skin should feel soft, refreshed, and hydrated after cleansing, not dry and brittle. Wash with lukewarm water, not hot. Hot water may feel relaxing, but it melts away your skin's natural oils faster than any cleanser ever could. Stick to lukewarm water to avoid unnecessary moisture loss. Because the goal of cleansing was never to erase every trace of oil. The goal is to protect what's keeping your skin alive. And if you think this is the only skincare habit secretly sabotaging your skin, the next myth? It's one that's hiding in plain sight, inside the very natural remedies you thought were helping. Myth number 5. Natural DIY remedies are always safe. The idea is simple, harmless, even comforting. The belief that nature holds all the answers, that the best skincare solutions aren't found in bottles or laboratories, but in kitchens, gardens, and ancient remedies passed down through generations. For years we've been told that DIY skincare is safer, purer, free from chemicals and harsh additives, and so millions turn to the so-called miracle, ingredients hiding in their own homes, lemon juice, baking soda, essential oils, believing that these natural solutions will nourish their skin, erase blemishes, and turn back the clock on aging. But what if I told you that some of these safe remedies, they're slowly damaging your skin, sometimes beyond repair? Because natural doesn't always mean harmless. And when it comes to skincare, some of the worst damage comes from the things we assume are the safest. The hidden danger when natural becomes harmful. Take lemon juice, one of the most commonly recommended brightening treatments in DIY skincare. The promise? Lighten dark spots, even out skin tone, and restore a youthful glow. The reality? A disaster waiting to happen. What they don't tell you is that lemon juice is highly acidic, so acidic in fact that it can cause chemical burns, extreme dryness, and permanent sensitivity to sunlight. The very thing you thought was helping? It could be the reason your skin is aging faster than it should. And then there's baking soda, a household staple praised for its ability to exfoliate and deep clean pores. But here's the problem. Baking soda is alkaline. While your skin's natural pH sits around 5.5, baking soda ranks at a 9, far too high for human skin. The result? It strips away your skin's protective barrier, leaving it raw, inflamed, and vulnerable to irritation. Even essential oils, often marketed as gentle and healing, can be shockingly aggressive. Certain oils like tea tree or citrus-based extracts can cause severe irritation, allergic reactions, and long-term damage when applied directly to the skin. Yet the myth persists. The belief that if it comes from nature, it must be safe. But poison ivy is natural, so is arsenic. The truth is, not all natural ingredients belong on your skin. Skincare isn't just about ingredients, it's about formulation. The reason dermatologists don't recommend DIY remedies isn't because they doubt the power of natural ingredients. It's because most raw, unrefined substances aren't designed to work with your skin's delicate ecosystem. But that doesn't mean nature doesn't have its place in skincare. The key is using ingredients in their safest, most effective form. Here's what works and what doesn't. Swap lemon juice for vitamin C serums. Lemon juice is unpredictable, too acidic, too unstable. Instead, use a dermatologist-approved vitamin C serum designed to brighten skin without burning it. Ditch baking soda for oatmeal. For gentle exfoliation, opt for colloidal oatmeal, which soothes rather than disrupts the skin barrier. Use aloe vera instead of essential oils. Instead of applying harsh essential oils directly to your skin, use pure aloe vera gel, which hydrates, heals, and calms irritation. Look for formulated natural extracts. Ingredients like green tea extract, licorice root, and chamomile have been scientifically tested for their soothing and anti-aging properties, unlike raw lemon or baking soda. Because in skincare, natural isn't about what comes straight from the earth, it's about what your skin can actually tolerate. For years, people have unknowingly damaged their skin in the name of natural skincare. They've created burns, worsened wrinkles, and stripped away the very moisture their skin so desperately needed. And in the end, what was meant to heal only caused more harm. So before you reach for that lemon, that baking soda, that essential oil, ask yourself, is this truly safe, or am I just believing another skincare myth? Because the next one? It's one of the biggest lies the beauty industry has ever told. Myth number 6, sleeping on your side doesn't affect wrinkles. Every night, we close our eyes and drift into sleep, unaware that for hours, something silent, something invisible, is leaving its mark on our skin. Not from the sun, not from pollution, not from any product we've used or neglected, but from the simple act of how we lay our head against the pillow. For years, sleep has been regarded as the ultimate beauty treatment, our body's time to heal, to restore, to renew. And yet for so many, sleep has become the unseen culprit behind deepening wrinkles, fine lines, and an aging face that seems to change overnight. Because sleep position matters, and if you've been sleeping on your side, you may be accelerating the very thing you've been trying to prevent. We talk about wrinkles as if they are only caused by time, sun exposure, or genetics. But there is another force at play, one that millions overlook. When you sleep on your side, your face is pressed against the pillow for 6, 7, sometimes 8 hours at a time. The skin folds, creases, and compresses, far longer than any facial expression ever could. And unlike laugh lines or frown lines, these aren't expression wrinkles, they're sleep wrinkles, and they're entirely preventable. In your younger years, these creases may disappear within minutes of waking up. But as we age, our skin loses elasticity, collagen production slows, and those temporary folds become permanent. Lines that were once faint become deeply etched, and the side you sleep on? Over time, it begins to tell a story written in uneven wrinkles, drooping skin, and a face that seems to age faster on one side than the other. Here's what science says about sleep position and aging. The phenomenon of sleep wrinkles isn't speculation. It's been studied, observed, documented. In fact, dermatologists have long noted that patients who sleep on their sides often develop deeper wrinkles on the side of their face that makes contact with the pillow. Look closely and you'll see it. One side of the face, slightly more aged, slightly more creased than the other. Not from the years, not from the sun, but from a lifetime of pressure. So if sleep position has such a profound effect on the skin, why has this myth persisted for so long? Because it's an inconvenient truth. Changing how we sleep is difficult. It requires habit shifts, adjustments, and awareness. And for many, the damage has already begun. But here's the good news. It's not too late. With the right changes, sleep wrinkles can be prevented and even softened over time. Try to sleep on your back. The best way to avoid sleep wrinkles? Remove the pressure entirely. Sleeping on your back eliminates the constant compression that accelerates aging. Use a silk or satin pillowcase. Unlike cotton, silk and satin pillowcases reduce friction, preventing your skin from being pulled and pressed into deep folds overnight. Consider an anti-wrinkle pillow. Specialty pillows with contour designs help minimize facial contact with the pillow, reducing the risk of permanent creases forming. Hydrate and support skin elasticity. Since aging skin has less bounce back, using a hydrating nighttime routine with retinol, peptides, and hyaluronic acid can help skin recover from pressure-induced wrinkles. We spend a third of our lives asleep, and for those who never consider their sleep position, each night is a silent contributor to premature aging. Because wrinkles don't just happen, they form in patterns. They deepen over time, and for those who sleep on their side, their skin is keeping the score. So the next time you lay your head against the pillow, ask yourself, is your skin resting, or is it being pressed into time-worn lines that won't fade by morning? Because the next myth, it's a dangerous one. The belief that skincare is only about what you put on your skin, not what you put in you, our body. Myth number 7, diet doesn't affect skin aging. We've been told that the secret to youthful skin lies in jars, bottles, and carefully formulated serums, that the right cream can erase years, that the right treatment can undo the past. But what if the real secret to aging well isn't in what you apply, but in what you consume? For decades, the skincare industry has kept the focus on the outside, moisturizers, serums, facials, while ignoring one undeniable truth. Your skin is built from the inside out. Every bite you take, every meal you eat is either nourishing your skin or silently breaking it down. And for millions, the damage is happening far faster than they realize. The human body is remarkable. Every cell, every tissue, every organ relies on the nutrients we feed it. And the skin, our largest organ, is no different. It doesn't just exist to be treated from the outside. It reflects what's happening on the inside. Yet, for years, the connection between diet and skin aging has been dismissed as a myth. But science tells a different story. Because while skincare products can help maintain the surface, it's your diet that determines the foundation. And for those unknowingly consuming the wrong foods, the effects show up in wrinkles, sagging, and dull, lifeless skin. The foods that are aging you faster. Sugar and processed foods, the glycation effect. Imagine your skin as a delicate network of collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep it firm, plump, and youthful. Now imagine tiny sugar molecules attaching themselves to these proteins, stiffening them, weakening them, and making them brittle. This process is called glycation, and it's one of the leading causes of premature aging. High-sugar diets don't just contribute to weight gain. They break down collagen, leading to fine lines, sagging, and loss of elasticity. And the worst part? Once glycation happens, the damage is permanent. Excess alcohol and caffeine, the dehydration trap. A glass of wine, a morning coffee, harmless, right? Maybe not. Alcohol and caffeine dehydrate the skin, robbing it of its natural moisture and speeding up the formation of wrinkles. Over time, this dehydration leads to dullness, dryness, and an increased appearance of fine lines. And when combined with poor sleep, a common side effect of excessive caffeine and alcohol consumption, the skin's ability to repair itself is dramatically reduced. So if these foods are accelerating aging, what can actually slow it down? Let me reveal the foods that keep skin youthful and resilient. Omega-3 rich foods, the ultimate skin protector. If there's one thing that can shield the skin from aging, it's omega-3 fatty acids. Found in salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, and avocados, omega-3s help maintain the skin's lipid barrier, locking in moisture and keeping it supple. Antioxidant-rich foods, the skin's defense against free radicals. Every day, our skin is bombarded by environmental stressors, UV rays, pollution, toxins. But antioxidants, found in berries, green tea, dark chocolate, and leafy greens, act as a shield, neutralizing damage before it becomes permanent. Collagen-boosting foods. The building blocks of youthful skin. Collagen production naturally declines with age, but you can support it through diet. Bone broth, citrus fruits, leafy greens, and eggs all contain essential nutrients that fuel the body's ability to produce collagen naturally. For years, people have spent fortunes on creams and treatments, hoping to restore what they see in the mirror, without realizing that true skincare begins on their plate. Because what you eat matters. And if you're relying solely on serums while ignoring the foods that are fueling your skin's aging process, you're fighting a battle you will never win. So the next time you reach for a meal, a snack, a drink, ask yourself, is this feeding my skin or breaking it down? Because the next myth? It's one of the most dangerous lies in skincare. The idea that wrinkles are purely genetic and that there's nothing you can do to stop them. Myth number 8. Wrinkles are 100% genetic. There's a belief, a deeply ingrained assumption, that aging is written in stone, that wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin are all predetermined, coded into our DNA before we ever take our first breath. That no matter what we do, no matter how well we care for ourselves, our fate has already been decided. And so, many resign themselves to the inevitable. They watch their skin change, believing there's nothing they could have done differently. They tell themselves it's just genetics. But what if I told you that belief is a lie? Because while genetics do play a role in how we age, the truth is far more empowering. The truth is that lifestyle matters more than DNA, and the choices you make every single day determine whether you age gracefully or prematurely. Genetics do influence the structure of your skin. Some people are naturally predisposed to produce more collagen. Some inherit thicker, more resilient skin. Others have parents who barely aged, their faces untouched by time. But here's what the skincare industry doesn't emphasize enough. Only 20 to 30% of aging is determined by genetics. The rest, it's completely within your control. Scientists call this concept epigenetics, the idea that your environment, habits, and lifestyle can switch genes on or off, accelerating or slowing the aging process. In other words, your skin's future isn't written, it's built by the decisions you make. So what are the habits that truly determine how you age? The things that can either protect or destroy your skin, regardless of your genetics. Skipping sun protection. We've already uncovered the damage UVA rays cause, even indoors, even on cloudy days. But here's the harsh reality. Sun exposure accounts for up to 90% of visible aging. Even if you come from a family with great skin, the sun doesn't care. Without daily SPF, collagen breaks down faster, pigmentation deepens, and fine lines appear long before they should. Chronic dehydration and poor nutrition. Your skin isn't just a reflection of time, it's a reflection of what you put into your body. Poor hydration, processed foods, and sugar-heavy diets speed up glycation, weakening collagen, and causing premature wrinkles. Stress and cortisol overload. Stress doesn't just affect the mind, it ages the skin. Chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which break down collagen and slow skin repair. Over time, this stress-induced aging can be just as damaging as sun exposure. Poor sleep quality. They don't call it beauty sleep for nothing. During deep sleep, the body repairs damaged skin cells, produces collagen, and restores hydration levels. Skipping sleep, even for just a few nights, can lead to increased wrinkles, dullness, and puffiness. And yet, the myth persists. People still believe wrinkles are inevitable, that they have no power over their skin's future. But science tells a different story. A story of prevention, of protection, of choices that can reverse years of damage if made in time. Let me reveal the key habits to slow aging, no matter your genetics. Daily sun protection. SPF isn't just for sunny days, it's for every day. If you want to slow aging, nothing is more important than shielding your skin from UV damage. Hydration and skin-nourishing foods. Drinking water is only part of the equation. If you want true hydration, focus on omega-3s, antioxidants, and collagen-boosting foods like salmon, berries, and leafy greens. Managing stress through mindful practices, deep breathing, meditation, gentle movement, Lowering cortisol levels isn't just good for your mind, it's essential for preserving your skin's elasticity and glow. Prioritizing quality sleep. 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted, deep sleep is when skin regenerates. Without it, no amount of creams, serums, or treatments will save you. Because in the end, aging isn't just about genetics. It's about daily habits. It's about what you expose your skin to, what you feed it, how you protect it. If you've spent your life believing wrinkles were inevitable, that aging was a matter of fate rather than action, know this: it's never too late to change the story. Because while genetics may set the stage, you decide the outcome. And for those who take the right steps, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean strength, it can mean radiance, it can mean aging well. And yet, the next myth, it's one of the biggest mistakes people make in their skincare routines: the belief that more products mean better results. Myth number 9, more skincare products, better results. The shelves are overflowing: bottles, jars, ampoules, serums, toners, exfoliants, each one promising to be the missing piece, the secret ingredient, the one thing standing between you and flawless, youthful skin. And so we layer, we buy, we experiment. A new serum here, an extra cream there, a 10-step routine, then a 12-step, then 15. Because more must be better, because if one product works, then surely adding more will work even faster. But what if I told you that the very routine you trust to preserve your skin might be destroying it instead? Your skin is not a lab experiment. It's not designed to absorb endless layers of ingredients, each competing for attention, each promising a different result. And yet, skincare has become a numbers game, a belief that complexity equals effectiveness. But here's the truth: too many products can overwhelm your skin, weaken its natural barrier, and cause more problems than they solve. Think about it. Each product you apply introduces new active ingredients, preservatives, fragrances, and potential irritants. Some of them don't mix well. Some cancel each other out. And some quietly inflame your skin, leading to redness, sensitivity, breakouts, and premature aging. It's called overloaded skin syndrome, a condition caused not by neglect, but by excess, by well-intentioned people unknowingly damaging their skin in their attempt to save it. And for millions, this damage is happening in real time, invisible at first, then showing up in unexpected irritation, mysterious dry patches, stubborn breakouts that no product seems to fix. The problem with more is better skincare. Conflicting ingredients. Many popular skincare ingredients don't work well together. Retinol and vitamin C can irritate. AHAs and BHAs can strip the skin. Too many exfoliants can weaken the skin's natural defenses. Product fatigue and sensory overload. Your skin is intelligent. It responds to what it needs, not what it's given. Overloading it with unnecessary ingredients confuses its natural balance, leading to breakouts, inflammation, and chronic sensitivity. The myth of instant results. Layering multiple serums won't make them work faster. Skin takes time to heal, to regenerate, to absorb nutrients. Slathering on more products doesn't accelerate this process, it disrupts it. The solution: the power of a simple routine. The truth is, your skin doesn't need a 12-step routine to thrive. It needs consistency. It needs protection. It needs simplicity. Step 1. A gentle, pH-balanced cleanser. A good cleanser removes dirt, makeup, and excess oil without stripping your skin's natural moisture barrier. Step 2. A nourishing moisturizer. Hydration is key to skin longevity. Choose a moisturizer with ceramides, hyaluronic acid, or peptides to support your skin's resilience. Step 3. Daily SPF, day, treatment, night. SPF is your best anti-aging weapon. At night, use a targeted treatment, retinol, peptides, or antioxidants, but keep it simple. Optional: a hydrating mist or serum. If your skin needs an extra boost, a single hydrating serum or mist can provide balance without overloading it with unnecessary actives. Because skincare isn't about doing more, it's about doing what actually works. For years, the beauty industry has thrived on one thing: convincing people they need more. More products, more steps, more confusion. But the reality? Healthy skin doesn't require complexity. It requires consistency. So if your routine feels overwhelming, if your skin is constantly reacting, if you've been caught in the cycle of adding, layering, and overcorrecting, it's time to step back. Because the true secret to great skin isn't found in endless products. It's found in knowing when to stop. And the next myth? It's one that has kept millions from using the most powerful anti-aging ingredient of all. The idea that retinol is too harsh for aging skin. Myth number 10, retinol is too harsh for aging skin. For decades, one skincare ingredient has remained at the center of controversy. Some call it a miracle. Others call it too aggressive. Too harsh, too dangerous for aging skin. It has been labeled as an irritant, a cause of redness, a trigger for peeling and discomfort. And so, millions, especially those with mature skin, have avoided it altogether, believing that retinol is simply too strong for them. But what if I told you that avoiding retinol might be the biggest mistake of all? Because the truth is, when used correctly, retinol isn't too harsh for aging skin. It's one of the most powerful weapons against it. Let me tell you why retinol is essential for aging skin. Retinol isn't just another skincare trend. It's one of the most researched, scientifically proven ingredients for reversing signs of aging. Derived from vitamin A, retinol works at the cellular level. Unlike most skincare ingredients that only target the surface, it stimulates collagen production, accelerates cell turnover, and visibly reduces fine lines, wrinkles, and dark spots. In fact, dermatologists have been prescribing retinoids for over 50 years, not just for acne, but for its unparalleled ability to smooth, firm, and renew the skin. And yet, the myth persists. Why? Retinol has gained a reputation for being harsh because many people don't use it correctly. Here's what often happens. Someone hears about retinol's benefits. They buy the strongest formula they can find. They use it every single night, expecting instant results. And within days, their skin is peeling, irritated, red, and sensitive. They assume their skin can't handle it, that they're too old for retinol, that it's doing more harm than good. But the truth? They weren't using it the right way. Retinol isn't about speed, it's about strategy. Used correctly, it can transform the skin without irritation. Start with a low percentage. Retinol isn't a more is better ingredient. For beginners, a concentration of 0.025% to 0.05% is enough. Stronger formulas are not necessary for visible results. Apply only twice a week to start. One of the biggest mistakes? Using it too often, too soon. Instead, start with just 2 nights a week to allow your skin to adjust. Always pair with a moisturizer. To minimize irritation, apply a moisturizer before or after retinol. Look for formulas with ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and peptides to maintain hydration. Use SPF daily. Retinol makes the skin more sensitive to sunlight. Without sunscreen, you risk undoing all its benefits. SPF 30+ is non-negotiable. Increase frequency gradually. Once your skin adjusts, increase to every other night, and eventually every night if tolerated. The key is consistency, not speed. Aging skin doesn't need gentle treatments that do nothing. It needs powerful, proven ingredients that actually work. And the most powerful of them all? Retinol. Because the people who claim it's too harsh, they aren't wrong. If used incorrectly, it can be. But when introduced slowly, strategically, and paired with hydration and sun protection, retinol can rebuild, restore, and renew aging skin in ways no other ingredient can. So the real question isn't, is retinol too harsh for aging skin? The real question is, can you afford to miss out on its benefits? 10 myths, 10 misconceptions that have shaped the way we think about skincare. Some passed down through generations, some reinforced by billion-dollar industries, and yet all of them misleading. Now that you know the truth, the question is, which of these myths surprised you the most? Did you once believe that expensive skincare was always better? That drinking more water alone could hydrate your skin? Or maybe you've avoided retinol for years, convinced it was too harsh. Let me know in the comments. Have you fallen for any of these skincare myths? And if so, which one are you ready to leave behind for good? Because misinformation spreads fast. But the truth? It needs a voice. If you found this video eye-opening, share it with a friend who needs to hear it. If you've learned something new today, hit the like button. It tells me you want more deep dive content like this. And if you're ready for more timeless wisdom on aging, skincare, and self-care, make sure to subscribe, because this journey, it's only just beginning. The next video, it's one you won't want to miss. Now that you know what not to do, it's time to focus on what truly works. Because avoiding mistakes is only half the battle. The real transformation begins when you start making the right choices. So what's next? Watch this video right here, where I break down the best-kept anti-aging skincare secrets that dermatologists swear by. These are the science-backed habits that can restore, repair, and rejuvenate your skin at any age. And if you want more timeless wisdom on skincare, self-care, and living your best life after 60, hit that subscribe button. Because aging isn't about looking younger, it's about looking and feeling your best at every stage of life. Like this video if you learned something new. Share it with a friend who needs to hear the truth. And tell me in the comments, what skincare myth shocked you the most? This is your skin, your future. And now, you have the knowledge to take control. I'll see you in the next video.